Hey guys, Michael here, co-founder of Studicata. Today we have a question from Ray, who's taking the bar exam this July. He writes, can you write a post on, or do you have any tips for someone who will be working full time before the bar exam? I'll be taking my last law school final on May 11th and then starting work on May 21st. I don't plan on studying on the day of graduation or the day of my move. Any guidance that you can give me would be greatly appreciated. Thanks again for such an awesome product. No, thank you, Ray, for your ongoing support of Studicata. We appreciate it here. As far as preparing for the bar exam while working full time, not an easy thing to do, just to be honest with you. I have worked with several students over the years who have had major time obligations working full time or family obligations, who have also been preparing for the bar exam that have had a lot of success, so it can be done. You're just gonna have to be extra efficient with your study time. So basically, there's gonna be two obstacles that I really see when you have a major time obligation during bar prep. And that's gonna be number one, overall, you simply have less time than students who can devote their entire life to bar prep. So that's, the first thing that you're gonna have to deal with, just having less overall time. But on top of that, you're gonna have some degree of diminishing productivity on days that you're working full time. Because you're not a computer, you are human, you're gonna get tired as the day goes on. It's completely normal to be expected, and that's okay. We can manage that, we can deal with it. But you just have to be cognizant of the fact that you're not gonna have the same type of productivity on days that you're working full time. So how do you cope with this? Well, number one, how do you cope with the first issue? You have less time to prepare. The good news is you've taken the first step, right? You've condensed your bar prep, you've prioritized it down by grabbing our attack outline. That's gonna be the very first thing that you have to do, because it's impossible to get through a typical commercial bar prep program while working full time. Quite frankly, even if you can devote your entire life to preparation for the bar exam for 8 to 10 weeks, you're not gonna be able to get through the typical commercial bar prep program. That's gonna be 8 textbooks of material, hundreds of hours of video lecture. No one can get through that, and especially no one that's working full time can get through that. So you're gonna have to, step one, find a way to condense, to prioritize your bar prep. You have done that by trusting us here at Studicata. We've given you something that is going to fortunately be able to condense down the black letter law as efficiently as possible. So step one, I would recommend that anybody checks out our website first, looks that over. If nothing else, grab our top 120 list. That's gonna obviously give you a lot of tools that you need to prioritize it down. So enough with that though. So step one is done. You found a way to condense the amount of material that you actually do need to study. But how do you manage the fact that, okay, you have something that condenses it down, but now what, right? So the first thing that I would suggest here is, on whatever days, and I'm assuming that Monday through Friday you're working full time and you have Saturdays and Sundays off. So I would suggest to you on Monday through Friday, on days that you're working full time, to do your passive review. Things like looking at your attack outline, looking at the flashcards, anything that's going to be the passive review of black letter law to help you learn and introduce you to concepts. Because these are the days that you're not gonna be as fresh, you're not gonna have that same type of productivity that you're gonna have on the weekends. So you wanna do something that's going to be more manageable on days that you're trying to work. Also, the most of your gains from bar preparation are gonna come from practicing prior bar exam questions. That's why you wanna save those for the weekend, right? So on Saturdays and Sundays, you're gonna wanna spend the entire time, from the moment that you wake up until you go to sleep, looking at prior bar exams, doing practice questions under timed bar exam conditions, and reviewing your answers. So you're gonna get the most gains out of bar prep. You wanna do that on the days that you're gonna be very fresh. On the weekend, you don't wanna try to work all day and then come home and take a practice exam, right? You're just not gonna have the stamina to probably be able to do that, with the tenacity that you want. So Again, the recommendation here would be to try to get about, if you can, 2 to 3 hours in Monday through Friday, looking over the outlines, looking over the flashcards, whatever it's going to be in your terms of passive review. Monday through Friday, 2 to 3 hours, maybe before, after, lunch breaks during work, you're looking over that passive review. Then you get to the weekend, you've introduced yourself to the topic through the week, you're gonna wake up fresh, you're gonna be energized, then you can go in and do practice questions from prior bar exams and review your answers, and you're not gonna be, tired and bogged down with, a full work day behind you. You can wake up and be fresh as you're doing that. That's where you're gonna get your most gains. And the best part of this is you're gonna still have what, our 1 to 2 ratio that we love to recommend to our students, where for every 1 minute of passive review, you're getting 2 minutes of active application. If you do 2 to 3 hours of passive review each day throughout the week, say it's 2 hours Monday through Friday, that's gonna give you 10 hours of passive review during the week. And then if you can get in 10 hours of active application on Saturday and Sunday, that's gonna be 20 hours of active application. So you will get 10 hours of passive review, 20 hours of active application. You do that every week from May until the bar exam, and you're gonna probably be in pretty good shape when it comes to the bar exam. If you can really, on the weekends at least, get in that type of practice, 20 hours of sitting there going over prior bar exams, I think that you should be in good shape. Also, you do have from May 11 to May 21, there's 10 days there. I know you said you didn't want to study on graduation day or your move day. That makes sense, but that still should give you 9 days, full days. And I imagine most students are getting done with law school and are transitioning into full-time work are going to have some period of time to have full days to devote to bar preparation. I would not waste those days. You can get an early jump right there. I would take advantage of that. Take advantage of those 10 days and then stick to that schedule. Passive review during the week, active application on the weekends. That's, in my opinion, from my experience, probably your best bet. But with that, I know that you don't have much time. I'll leave you to it. I wish you the absolute best in your preparation for the bar exam, and I'll see all of you guys at our next video.